found about approximately 6 to 7 hours of raw footage involving individuals at a graduation party for a small online college in Manhattan, New York City, okay? And these individuals were doing all of the typical things that individuals of that age do: fornication, intoxication, flagellation. I don't even know what the other Asians may be, but they were doing them all. So at the end of the day, this is garden variety stuff. I see this shit 5 times a day, even before my breakfast. So this is nothing that would draw my attention. However, for some reasons, which I will disclose at a further time when it's appropriate, at the right suspenseful moment, the Federal Bureau of Investigation two special agents, in fact, visited my office in Beverly Hills, calling my attention to this. Mr. Bryant, let me be brief about the details of this a very unique project that I'm offering you an exclusive first look opportunity at. Let me break it down for you in the most simplest words I can conjure. Basically, I got myself months ago I get dozens a day of these speculative films made by independent filmmakers and TV producers, pilots and such, that are all varieties of independent reality television, so to speak. Look at them until the FBI boys got involved. Talladega, okay? All right, and do the following things for me, okay? Mr. Brian's going to be calling me all morning, all right? I want you to put him off. I want you to tell him that my grandmama died, my mother died, my cousins, tell him the whole family's dead. Now, I need you to go get that detective, that private eye. We have to figure out from where those FedExes came. Okay, we got to track down that bar who sent me that email saying that he was the filmmaker, okay? I need to get a meeting with him today, because when I talk to Mr. Bryan, and he's going to be pissed off to high hell, I got to fix this. I wasn't aware that they'd actually put too many bodies, well, it turns out what they did was they took cadavers and they put them in there. They were the same age and racial composition. They put damn clothes on them and the whole 9 yards. And then they saw that file. They actually watched the damn file from the cover of the woods. But suffice it to say that the whole thing was a scam, sham, flim-flam to the man. And I don't know why they did it, except made me sell some advertising on a television show, because I certainly know how to tell. I can sell a TV show. So I sold Snooki for MTV. You don't need no trick or device or gimmick, but I guess these boys and girls did. They thought they did. So anyway, it ain't no here nor there. But at this time, what we need to do is I need to speak with that filmmaker right away, because it looks like what I found out was these boys and girls are all alive, and they're in some island sitting there drinking pina coladas and enjoying the sun, and laughing all the way to the bank in the Cayman Islands, I guess, because it turns out not only are they getting the money from this TV show deal that I cut for them unknowingly, thinking that I was cutting it for the blind trust established for the families that were remaining, turns out that they were controlling it the whole time. Even the charities were false. Everything was bullshit. Yeah, basically, I got my 10%, so, I was compensated. But the fact is that those millions and millions of dollars were flowing down to the south in one of these little Virgin Islands, where they were all sitting there in a house together, where it turns out, from my source, that they had filmed all of that as well. So, while it is a bit of a pickle we find ourselves in, if I do work the angles right, I do think that I can get a second season from NBC Universal Comcast. Yeah. So apparently they filmed everything that went down in those islands, and it was one of them girls that the girl that did, she wasn't getting along with anybody during the actual party, and see, the way this whole thing went down is besides the heat I was getting from the FBI, because they thought I was behind the whole damn thing. Of course, I had nothing to do with it. All I did was got the footage, and I looked at it, and then I tried to sell it to Comcast, and we made a deal. And that was a sell. I think I watched 4 minutes of that damn footage. I watched that trailer that they put together, and then I sold the damn thing to Robert Bryan, and that was it. Literally, we went duck hunting, and I sold them while we were duck hunting. Turns out that right after the whole thing blew up, and it was getting really big in Europe, and was getting ready for this American debut, well, there was something leaked to the press. It was a piece of footage, like an outtake, and it was all these kids at the party, and they were all talking different. And then at the end of this footage, they actually are talking about, the word movie comes up, like they're actors or something. They actually talk about making a movie. So you put that next to all this footage, and you realize that these kids aren't graduating from no college. These kids are actors, professional actors. That's why I was so damn convincing. They got some talent, I'll admit, but, you know, I guess they don't realize it's a felony to take it this far. I mean, fiction is one thing, and artistic license is another, but this thing, artistic license, they were speeding and they were going 200 miles per hour and then going into jail. I know about law, but maybe it's illegal. Damn it, I don't even know. They got this Paranormal Activity, most powerful film ever made, and you know they want you to think it's real. And you know, this whole reality is fake. Look, I ain't in it for that. I'm in it for the 10%. And I just got one thing to say. There's a one silver lining to all this is I get a hold of that filmmaker. And I get him to sign for these next seasons. I get the season of them down and all the fractured relationships and strained reliances and survivor-like coincidences and all these things and dramas and conflicts that I'm sure that occurred with some probably very favorable lighting conditions in the southern hemisphere where I believe they're located right now. So we got a hold of that. And we also have an option for that third season, which I think would follow their trials. Because obviously there's a mastermind. We just have to identify who the mastermind is. Well, obviously one of the people that are involved. I mean, one of those actors must have been the director-producer, if you will. But I do think I do have a line on the man who I don't think was in the party, who actually controlled the cameras remotely from some type of studio and then did the editing. And he was the one that was sending them to me. I guess he knew I'd buy it. And he knew about my relationship with you. He knew we both came from the same parish in Louisiana, the whole damn thing. So I think these were set up, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. And look, I got moving boxes surrounded me because I'm out of this town. I made enough money off this deal. I can go retire and just sit on the bayou and eat my crawfish, and I'm happy doing that. And I got my hounds, and I'll be fine. But I gotta set this right. And the way I set it right is this: I find that filmmaker. I found out what the hell he's doing, what he was thinking. And when I find that filmmaker and find out what the hell he was thinking, I find out if they were really trying to do something wrong here or if it just was something that just got out of control. I don't know yet, but all I know is, and I guess they don't really understand the lives and the business and the bottom line that they're going to affect. They also may not realize the millions and millions of dollars we're going to make from all this. But again, there may be some moral and legal issues that we may have to deal with that supersede the profitability perspective. So to summarize, we need to get a hold of that filmmaker. We need to control the press on this and to explain to them that we had no knowledge of this being fictional. We thought that these young boys and girls were dead, and in fact, that the whole effort we made to encapsulate the footage of the last party, the last hours of their young lives, was to give it a poetic justice, to try to find in a tragedy some source of happiness, and also for the surviving families who would be deprived of a youngster who would have been depleting the family of part of their income, because inevitably 80% of these graduates return home without a job and go back to their room that they've occupied since they were 2 years old. We saved them that expense and supplemented that with the income derived from the riots, exposure, and exploitation, from the monetization of the amortization, from the terrestrialization of the
Okay, so I was watching one of the boys upstairs, and I think I saw him going into the art room, and you know the art room that
Of course, I know the art room.
Okay, so I think he's actually trying to steal it, but he didn't. I was
Steal
watching
what?
some of the paintings that are in the room, in the art gallery, pretty much. He picked the lock. I was watching him, and I don't know. I think he got nervous, and all of a sudden he just ran out.
Which boy? The tall one?
Yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, I mean, I know I've been going to school with him for like so long, but I don't even care about him. I don't know.
No. He's a friend of someone's here.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Don't be worried.
Alright.
I'm glad you told me.
Alright.
We can just set them all up.
I think so?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. If we're gonna do that...
Well, no, listen, what we're gonna do is assemble a group of boys who can do it. Because not two people can't handle this job.
Yeah, well...
I can help you, and I will make sure that you guys are able to do this job. But you need 4. You need 4 people.
Okay.
So you find 3 people you can trust who you don't give a fuck about.
Alright, well...
And then this random dude, okay? The 4 of you, I need you to gather down here and try to convince them all. Make sure it's a good idea. Don't seem like you're so into it. Otherwise, they'll think that you're on. Like, they'll get on to you, okay?
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm basically going to tell it like it is.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to let them think that I'm taking 48%, which is already enough. But what I'm actually going to do is, once you have the paintings, you have to make sure that you have the paintings. If not, you're so fucked you have no idea.
Okay.
And you and I will split the profit 65-35. You'll be making way over $2.8 million.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think you're a little sneaky, and I like the way you think. I do owe you.
Tell me something I don't know.
Alright, I think we're gonna pull this off. I know who he's friends with. I'm just gonna, you know, try to get a little buddy with him, and we'll see if they open up, and I'm pretty sure we will. I'm pretty confident. We just have to make sure that, you know, I don't care if they get caught. You know, we just gotta make sure that you and I, you know, get away with this 100%.
Listen, don't fuck me over.
Okay.
I will squash you like a bug.
Okay, and all I'm saying is don't fuck me over. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you,
Absolutely.
as usual.
Absolute pleasure, miss.
It's good. No.
Question. Do we ever cheat on our husband? I didn't think I would, but do we?
Do I have to trip acid to like see you again, or how's it work? Because I don't really want to keep doing this acid, but I do like talking to you.
Do
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, who's up? What's up?
Is that T?
Yeah, it's T. Who's this?
Yeah, shoot.
What's that?
Are you ready to do another scene?
Well, yeah, I'm finishing up here, and I'll be done this, I think, in 5 minutes.
Can I come down?
Well, I'm about to be finished. I'm gonna. I can be up in 5 minutes to do it. She's just doing her monologue right now. Okay. So I'll be done in 5 minutes, though.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, cool. I'll come up and then we'll do it.
All right. Sweet.
So pick the place you want to go.
Okay.
Or if you want to go down here, just wait 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, ready to go.
So I have to.
This is the end. Last 10 minutes, whatever you got left.
And do I, if I like drop acid again, am I gonna see you in like 10 years from now? 20 years from now? Is this gonna happen like every fucking time I do this?
Or is there a place I can get through meditation? Is there a way I can do?
Can I like channel this? Is this like in my own power, like in myself, right now? Do I have this energy in me to create you again? And I can ask you anything.
Am I like in another dimension giving my 12-year-old self advice the way you're like, you know?
Am I sitting somewhere talking to to me when I was like 7 right now? And is she talking to somebody? She talking to herself when she was 2? And it is the 2-year-old talking to the womb? And is the womb talking to mom?
God, that's good acid.
Can I talk to myself as myself in the future, talking to myself from the past?
The spirit gets confused. Say it again. Be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're like, all right, wait. How this? I mean like this.
I mean it like this. I mean like this. Like, follow me here. It's like if I'm 22, can I talk to myself when I'm 30? Talking to myself at when I was 22. Talking to myself at 30. It's like a conference call. It would be like, hello, hi, I'm 22. Hey, I'm 30. Oh, hey, I'm 22-year-old talking to the 30-year-old self, but hi, I'm a 30-year-old self talking to the 22-year-old self talking to the 30-year-old self. It's like, comes full circle, you know? Would that work out? Can I, like, do that? Can I, like, plan that? Whoa! When do we die? Well, if I die, can I talk to my dead self? Because technically my dead self would be dead. I don't know if that would work. But maybe. No, maybe. I mean, like, that's, what's dead, really? I mean, dead, like, yeah, like my mortality. I die. But it's like, maybe I'm dead now, and maybe your life.
30-second wrap up. And you get up when you're done.
And if your life, and I'm dead, that's not going to work out. I have to be life, and you have to be dead. Or we're both living, and we are one. Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna like talk to you soon, man, and we're gonna get this shit figured out. We're gonna work it out, and then we're gonna talk to us later, because that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Be like, do you like fly? Is it like were you like Star Trek?
Yeah.
Or do you fly?
To,
like, how's it work?
Do you go? Are you gonna like walk upstairs and like out the door? Do you fly? Do you just like teleport? Are you just gonna like go away?
Because I want to see it. Like what's? And you're like, and the person's like, no, I'm just gonna walk away now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that is so lame. You're like,
yeah.
Really? Like, I guess I'm coming down.
You're just gonna. Okay, it's really lame. But cool. Nice to meet you. Nice to know us. Cool. Take care, man.
It was nice to meet you. I mean, it's nice to meet me. I mean, it's nice to meet me.
Nice to meet.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Because I'm gonna get a tight shot of you shaking some other girl's hand. Yours. So say that last line.
Nice to meet you. Us. Nice to meet us. Take care.
Good. Let's do a second take of that, right? Go, actually.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet us. We are awesome. Take care of yourself. I'll take care of myself. We will take care of ourselves. And that's cool, man. I'm glad we did this. It's awesome.
And I wouldn't mind if my life, ends up being just like this. That would be a compliment for her.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if my life ended up like yours, like mine and yours. Like us. I wouldn't mind if it ended up like you. That'd be cool.
I guess the only way I can go wrong is if I don't end up me.
I guess the only way that would work out is if I don't end up as...
No, the only way that I could screw this up, the only way I could screw my life up is just by not being me then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I suppose that the only way that I could screw that up is if I'm as if I'm not really me.
Right. Perfect. I think you nailed it. I think you have something over, way over 30.
Yeah, if you get a time, if you have time before dinner, maybe you could hop on Google real quick and I mean it's no big deal. It's just if you get a chance. I mean don't stress out over it, and put in a search for defense attorneys, maybe OJ's people if they're still around. No, I'm not under arrest. I'm just the leading suspect. Like, all right, okay, bye. Women, they like freak out over every smallest little. We could get the wife down here and do the tape recorders, detectives, the whole your whole spiel you do, or I could get you in the mutual fund and you could retire in 60 days, because I like to help out my friends, and we're friends, right? Kind of. I think we've gotten to know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we're friends. Because everything is very, very tight.
And the footage ran out around, what was it? I mean, we have it clocked around maybe 3:30, whatever. So and the fire happened perhaps 2 hours after that. So there's you got your footage, and then people were going to sleep at that point or passing out. You don't have anything that was suspicious. No figures, no people that showed up late, inexplicably, nothing.
No. These kids were gonna be like the next big thing had this had gone according to plan. I mean, for the most part, they're getting exposure, but they're not getting the credit, that I think they are, that is, owed to them. If had they stayed alive, most of them, I guess, they would be reaping the benefits of what's going on right now.
That's true. That's true. In fact, that would be the ideal situation for them to enjoy the fruits of this. And
so that's why I said it, because you know what I'm saying. Because I mean, I don't know anybody that wouldn't want to be on camera. You know, even the most shy and ugly people in the world, they want to be on camera. Sure, we see them on TV all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the big deal was. There was no problem with them being filmed. People are filmed all the time at parties or whatever it is, you know, and.
Well, they have a right to their privacy. They have a right to their own lives.
Yeah, but you know,
private.
when you're at a party, there's nothing that's private.
Huh?
There is no privacy at parties.
Again, I think you may have a couple of civil suits from some parents that may contradict that, but that's not my concern and that's not my jurisdiction. We will end with this. We want to have a follow-up interview with you. We want to set up. Until this phone dies on her end, we are still tracking that down. We haven't got premiering, which again turns my stomach sick. But what? It's two Thursdays from now. I mean, at 8 or something.
I feel
What did she want her, baby? She's like now.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
I'd like to be like a doctor. Like, I think I'm gonna have like money. Like giving up big fat things. So like that's
Really want to just capture. I had no intention for anybody to get hurt. I just found out about it, which is why I'm here right now. You know, I found out, you know, that there was a tragedy. I had nothing to do with, I mean, people are really sick of reality TV, and this is the realest we're gonna get.
I thought America would have some interest in these random people having a drunken night or revelry.
Absolutely, America loves that stuff. Bring reality to reality television. I was just set on doing something great, something that people have never really seen before, something really done. They're just exploiting what reality actually is, the reality. And it wasn't our intention for anybody to get hurt and trying to do anything to harm anyone. It wasn't our intention to. He went about it away. I guess it would seem irresponsible. Excuse me. Filming an actual party. We were gonna film a live setting party.
And you got permission from everyone?
Not entirely.
Okay.
Nobody necessarily needed to know about it. I mean, I haven't done anything.
Actually, you admit that you installed the cameras. Already given that statement. Okay, so you've done that. You admit that you did the editing.
Yeah, I edited the film.
Yeah, I mean, that credit card was your girlfriend's. That was at the Ritz. Your own girlfriend. Just evidence. To me, it's horrible evidence of a horrible tragedy.
Evidence of what?
An accident, perhaps of a conspiracy, perhaps of a homicide, perhaps of a suicide. I don't know. There you're filming. And the whole time you weren't aware of the fact that it was breaking that next day, that there was the fire, and you weren't aware about any of that. I mean, you literally.
I had no idea about that. It
does not make sense. I mean, you didn't talk to your girl. You didn't want to talk to your girlfriend after that party. I mean, you thought you
the way she had it set up was she wanted me to stay in the hotel room and she wanted me to edit the film.
Now, obviously, she sounds like I'm no offense, a kind of controlling person. What did she want? People do crazy things every day. What was her vision? What did she tell you how to edit, or were you free to do whatever you want?
She didn't tell me how to edit. She doesn't tell me how to do anything. She just wanted me to edit bits and pieces of the film and send them out to the press every week, every couple of weeks or so. It wasn't anything. It was perfectly harmless. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't doing anything wrong. She rented me a room. The essence of what it's like to you know,
be head on of adulthood and responsibility.
Whatever it was, you know, I really just wanted. I wanted something that we could believe in, something that we could actually look at as true to being 22, 21, whatever it is, and graduating and being shown what our lives are supposed to be like. I wanted to show something to the public, and I think we got that. I mean, I'm sorry that people were hurt. I'm sorry that families are destroyed or anything. It wasn't my intention at all. My intention was just to make art and to make a really nice piece of film.
Well, you may have gotten that, and you may have gotten your career, which is probably the whole, idea behind what you did. Was it your idea to do this, or was it your girlfriend's? Whose idea was it to even have this type of film, if you want to call it, happen? I really don't think it deserves to be called a film, but whatever. What do you think? Who was it? Your idea or hers? Whose idea was it? Because to me, it sounds a little macabre. Forget the deaths. Just this. I guess I can't separate it from the deaths, but tell me whose idea it was and from where it came from. You're a filmmaker. It must have been your idea then, or was it not? Did she bankroll it, or was it? I need to know who's responsible for this, because that is. If they died, I need to know why. Maybe perhaps she arranged for them to be killed to make it. I'll put this on the map. No one would really care about this. So you may be innocent. I'm hearing that, but it's possible that she was manipulating you. Do you see that part? That she could have been playing you the whole time? You sure this woman loves you? How solid is this relationship in your mind now that you look back at these facts?
I've been dating for 2 years. I was dating for 2 years.
2 years is nothing. You're just a kid. You don't even know. 2 years is a breath. But you really think, you guys getting married? Her father is,
I'm coming
not
here,
exactly.
I'm coming here to just clear my name and just to really just.
Sure, but I need to understand. You understand?
I don't appreciate, being interrogated. I just came here to just help out as much as I can.
You realize that even if you had nothing to do with the fire, the fact that you filmed these people, which by the way, 3 of these people did not pass away. They left the party early, and whatever tragedy, either intentional or not, befell these other people. There's 3 survivors. Just them. You're looking at civil liability for who knows. Whatever money you ever made. So that's a side issue. But I just want you to understand that you're telling me nothing to do with the fire. But the death of these people is what enabled your work of art, which I'll give it to you. It is a work of art, attempt to be a work of art. It gave you that context. Roger Ebert, it gave you 4 stars, but said it was, I think it was the quote, it was very convenient that the end, the fire would be such a perfect ending to what was an honorable intention. I think he said in terms of your
I had
idea.
no idea there was going to be a fire. Let's just put that
You
out.
had no idea that death would be the punctuation mark at the end of the sentence.
That was not. Yeah, it was not. Right. What it was supposed to be. The party ends and kids wake up and they have no idea what to do next.
Okay.
Next morning, they have no idea what's going on, and that was the beauty about it. It was. They didn't know. It was uncertainty. I think that was what I was going for, and
like a French New Wave kind of film. You're just gonna let it kind of dangle at the end with where they go in life.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think that's what I was looking for.
Right. Well, I've never seen any French New Wave, so I'm not really interested in that, and I'm really kind of interested in how. It seems to me that there's a huge logical connection between the fact that this party was not what it seemed to be. It wasn't a party. It was a manipulated event by your girlfriend.
It was a party. It was a party for the graduates from this online college. That's what we were doing, and for everyone to get together and meet each other. And it just happened to be that we were going to be filming them. That's what I.
What?
That's what we were. That's what we're.
Yeah. And I guess you have no problem taking a lie detector.
I have no problem with that.
Okay. Your agent now you have apparently. So again,
off this film, and it's not a tragedy.
You're mentioned in Variety this week. Your name's out there. It's a little bit convenient to me that you've profited off of this tragedy. And
I have not yet profited.
You had the choice of any agency. Things have turned out well for you, except for perhaps the loss of your girlfriend, which you, by the way, don't seem to be mourning that much. Maybe again, you were just make a decision about which way. This way again? Okay, good. And then that way? Okay, this way it's going to be. So basically, whether I'm physically here or whether I'm back there, this is the guy. The guy's here. Just so you know, not there, not there, here. This area here, if I'm not there, you can just look straight there. But that's it. So it's always off camera, just a little bit like that.
Right.
That's it. You asked about movement. Now, You want to shift? You want to do anything?
Well, I mean,
do whatever you have
I'm
to
just
do.
seeing, like,
Yeah,
where-
you're good. You can shift. You it's tight, but I can move with you.
Like, I
and
can
number
go,
two,
like, I can go here.
you can do whatever you want. It's actually sometimes cool to go out of focus. It actually looks really nice for a moment. This is really about. I direct, but I really like to collaborate, and it's wherever you think. And again, accidents are sometimes the telling you.
Arson. I had nothing to do with arson. This was my girlfriend. You know, planned on filming this party.
Have your fingerprints all over them. Okay.
Is reality.
What is your goal here? You're making admitting you weren't trying to make a tragedy. You're telling me.
Not at all. Not at all. Set to do.
You certainly. But and let's pretend all that's true. Let's say it's everything at face value that you say, and you're saying the truth now. Obviously, you realize what you have, and you realize it's valuable. But at what cost? I mean, how can you even have any satisfaction about this when, thanks to your videos, that best moments?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.